There are a lot of aliens in Star Trek.
Don't worry, this isn't a Star Trek boast.
Vulcans, Klingons, Ferengi, Andorians, Cardassians, Bajorans, Tellarites, Gorn, Romulans, the Borg, and hundreds of others. Across 12 series, spanning nearly 60 years, our intrepid Starfleet crews have explored the furthest reaches of the universe.
Except they haven't. They haven't even explored the totality of the Milky Way.
That's right. With the exception of a couple episodes in which some vastly superior alien race catapults our heroes further than anyone has ever gone before. Every single episode of Star Trek and every alien race they have ever encountered takes place right here in the Milky Way. When you hear someone on the show talking about the Alpha Quadrant or the Delta Quadrant or the Gamma Quadrant, they're referring to how the Milky Way has been subdivided into 4 sections.
So why do I bring this up? To try to impress upon you just how big our galaxy is.
Even if you were in a spacecraft traveling at the speed of light, 186,000 miles per second, it would still take you 200,000 years to go across the entirety of the Milky Way. And the Milky Way isn't even the largest galaxy out there. Consider this JWST deep field image. It contains more than 100,000 galaxies. But get this. The image covers a patch of sky approximately the size of a grain of sand held at arm's length by someone on the ground.
Now consider how many grains of sand it would take to fill the entire night sky. How many galaxies would that encompass?
In fact, astrophysicists calculate that there might be as many as 2 trillion galaxies in the known universe. That's a 2 with 12 zeros.
So is Star Trek's crowded galaxy plausible?
Well, we didn't discover the first exoplanet, that's a planet outside of our own solar system, until 1995. And since then, we've discovered thousands more. As of January 1st, 2023, there are 5,297 confirmed exoplanets in 3,904 planetary systems, with 850 of those systems having more than one planet.
We now know that if we find a star, there will almost certainly be planets in orbit around it.
And scientists estimate that there may be 6 billion Earth-like planets in the Milky Way alone.
But how many of those support life?
Let's consider the Drake equation. It's a probabilistic mathematical formula that speculates as to the likelihood of extraterrestrial life arising elsewhere in our galaxy by estimating the total number of stars and how many of those stars have planets and what fraction of those planets lie in habitable zones, as well as the average lifetime of a civilization, etc. To make a long formula short, the Drake equation postulates that between 1,000 and 1 million planets in our Milky Way galaxy are home to advanced alien life.
The sheer immensity of our local galaxy, to say nothing of the larger universe, is very nearly unimaginable. The human brain has simply not evolved to comprehend numbers and scales of this magnitude. As Douglas Adams famously said in The Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy,
"Space is big. Really big. You just won't believe how vastly, hugely, mind-bogglingly big it is."
Stay curious, my friends.